Hello, everyone. So, today I'll be talking about how the internet impacts the way people search for medical information and connect for support online. We live in a society where information is literally at our fingertips. Anytime we feel a new symptom or we have a health concern, it's tempting to open Google and start searching right away. The question is, should patients avoid that, or can it actually be helpful? Personally, I think looking up medical information online can be just as helpful when it's done carefully. Having access to trustworthy resources can help patients feel more informed and confident about their health. It allows people to ask better questions when they see their doctor, understand their treatment options, and feel more in control. For many, that can reduce anxiety and improve overall well-being. But at the same time, there is a downside. Not all websites are reliable, and sometimes searching online can make people even more anxious. We call that cyberchondria. You might start with a simple headache and then end up convinced that it's something way more serious just because of what you read. That's why it's really important to stick to credible sources like the CDC, Mayo Clinic, or WebMD, and to always double check with a medical professional instead of self-diagnosing. Now, another part of this discussion is online support groups. These can be really valuable, especially for people who might feel isolated or want to talk to others going through similar experiences. Online support can provide emotional comfort, reduce loneliness, and remind people that they're not alone. Many people find these spaces encouraging because they allow for open discussions without fear of judgment. It also can be easier to express emotions online rather than face-to-face, especially with dealing with sensitive topics like mental health or chronic illness. However, there are privacy risks to this. When using online forums or support groups, it's important to protect yourself. Avoid sharing personal information like your full name, your address, or any other medical record details. Use a username that doesn't identify you, and make sure that the site you're on is secure and legitimate. Remember that once something is posted online, it's permanent, even if you delete it later. That's why it's smart to think before you share and keep boundaries in place. Also, it's good to be cautious about who you interact with. Unfortunately, not everyone online has good intentions or has your best interests at heart. If someone pressures you to share personal info or give medical advice that seems questionable, it's okay to leave the conversation where it is or report it. And if you ever are unsure about advice you find online, always talk to a licensed healthcare provider before making any decisions. In the end, I think the internet can be an amazing tool for learning about health and finding emotional support as long as we use it wisely. The key is balance, staying informed, being cautious, and always double checking on what your findings are. When used responsibly, online health information can actually strengthen both treatment and psychological well-being. Thank you.